Hello everyone, how are you all today? This is Kayla here for our Friday school age program. Today we're going to be making a bouncy ball. How many of you all have made bouncy balls at home? How many do you all love bouncy balls? They can be really fun, especially if they can bounce really high and then you lose them. Anyway, we're going to make our own bouncy ball. You can make this any size you want. You can double the recipe or lessen it if you want a smaller one. But this one is going to be a multicolored one. So what you need is half a cup of warm water. Then you need some borax, glue. It can be the white or clear, whatever you may have, just as long as it's glue. Cornstarch and food coloring. Now, what I'm going to be using to stir is some popsicle sticks. So if you have popsicle sticks at home, those work just as well because you'll need one for each individually to mix with. And then I've just got little plastic cups that I'm going to use, or if you have little bit small containers to use, that would work great as well. That you can just wash out, but I just had these, so I'm going to use my cup. So you need 4 of these to separate. Then you need 5 if you want to. I've just got this measuring cup here to use for my solution. So really you need 5 containers to put stuff in, okay? And then we're going to mix, and then you need a tablespoon and a half of a tablespoon, and I'm trying to think of anything else, and a half of a cup. And that's really all you need, okay? And of course your food coloring. So that's all we need at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a half a cup of water to here, okay? Then I'm going to do a tablespoon of borax, okay? Let me see which side I need here. Now this is the part where it may get a little bit messy. Right there. Or a little bit too much. Okay, I got my tablespoon. Set that to the side here. Now I'm going to go ahead and just use, let's see, is this the one I used? No, it was this one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just mix it up until it's fully dissolved. Okay, once we get this done, then we're going to start our other solution, okay? You just want to make sure you get all that. Okay. Now, I'm going to set this to the side for right now. Now, what we're going to do next is this is where we're going to have, get your 4 containers here, okay? And then we're going to add a tablespoon each of glue, and then we're going to add a half a tablespoon of cornstarch. But I'm going to go ahead and find my half of a tablespoon. Let's see here, okay. I'm going to take this all out because that's way. I'm going to go ahead and add my half of a tablespoon first. They don't want to come out of this measuring cup pretty good. Now, got that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do our tablespoon of glue. Pouring out quickly on me. And then what we'll do next is we'll mix these all together, or mix each one, and then that way okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix. Just mix your glue and everything together. Just like so. Because you definitely want to get all that powder. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like. So we're going to do every one of these that way. Oops. It kind of fools you because it looks like it's going to harden up and it don't get it all, but it finally turns out okay. Make sure you get it really good and mixed up. Okay. The next two. Now you can make all this one color if you want to. You do not have to do the separate colors, but this is just to make it look a little bit more fun. All right. Now, we've got all four done. Now, here's what we're going to get to. We're going to get you 4 different colors of food coloring. And then we're going to add one to each one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see here. You add 1 or 2 drops to each, and then you're going to stir, okay? So make sure you leave your sticks in your cups or whatever you use, containers, and that way you know you got the right one. So I'm going to do about 2 drops of each. I'm going to do a red, blue and red, green. Now be careful with food coloring because it can, whoops, stain your clothes and stuff, so be careful. And I'm going to do a yellow. Okay, now just mix those up each till it's all that one color. No, mix it up till it's really, really good. You want to make sure and get it really, look at that blue. Like these cups have got them little grooves, so you want to make sure and get underneath it there. Okay, that blue. Let's get our red. Ooh, look at that red. All right. Are y'all ready for this cold weekend we're gonna have? It's on. Maybe we'll get another big snow. How about that? Would y'all like the big snow? All right. We've got our red. Let's get our green here. My hand's gonna draw up on me. My hand may be going every which way here. Okay, there's our green. It's a bright, pretty green. Now let's get our yellow. Ooh, look at that yellow. It's awesome. Now, you could do, sorry, my hands are drawing. You can do any color you want. If you got different colors or you want to make your own colors, you can. It's completely up to you, or you can make one whole big solid color. But if you want to do the multicolor, you definitely want to separate them, okay? So there is our colors. We've got a red, blue, green, and yellow, okay? Now, here's the fun part. What you're going to do is you're going to do one at a time. We've got our solution here. I'm going to mix it back up again. We've got our solution. Let me mix it really good. And so you're going to take, we're going to dump this in each, single at a time, and then lay it down on the mat, okay? And that's going to help solidify, or, you know, make it harden up to what it's supposed to be, to the solid. So we're going to mix 4 colors together and round them into a ball. But first we're going to, I skipped a step here. Pour each mixture one at a time into the borax and let it sit for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now I'm going to use the tablespoon that I had to help with it and mix it around. So let me get this. Okay. We're going to do the blue. So we're just going to dump it in there. Let me move that green so you can kind of see what it's doing. Okay. And just kind of move it around. As you can see, it's kind of getting in that mixture. So we're going to twirl it around here for a little bit. Okay, and then you can pull it out. And it's just going to be kind of like that gooiness, kind of like slime in a way. Okay. Now, we've got that one. Okay. Let me get this blue out here. There we go. Now we're going to do your red. Let me go ahead and mix it back up again. It kind of strings it up, as you can see. As soon as it hits, it turns to the slime filling, I call it. Okay. Take this and kind of form it around here. And I'm gonna pull it out. And you can see that gooiness. Oops. That one's gonna stick to me a little bit. Okay. Got that one. Now let's get our green. Whoops. All right. Now our last, let's get this one. And get our yellow here. Our bright sunny yellow. Might be we'll get some sunshine sometime soon. That mixed up there. Just kind of swoosh it around. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix all 4 colors together, okay? Oops. So, I'm going to take my rings off here real quick. Okay, just mix them, just put them together just like so. And then we're gonna round them into a ball. Mine's sticking to me. I must not have got the right, put them in that long. Now we're gonna stick them back into the mixture and then just roll it around. You can stick it back in and then kind of roll it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna stick it in this, and that way it kind of holds it. And then we're gonna put the whole ball back in to let it solidify your the ball, and it'll make it shiny, okay? Or just stick it back in and then just kind of roll it around. And that just helps it hold. Now I'm gonna set my tablespoon there and pull it out. And then this is where you can just set it on the tablespoon and let it hold for a bit. And then, I got it all over me. And then just let the ball settle in the tablespoon and rotate it after a while, and that's what we've done. And then it'll return to out smooth and shiny. And as you can tell, it's definitely smooth and shiny. Well, mine ain't very smooth, so I didn't roll mine up very much, but like I should have it first. But there's our balls. I'm gonna let mine set there for a bit and let it dry, because it will get your hands, your hands get a little bit wet. And then we'll give it a try after a while. So, and just hold back, and we'll wait, and then we'll see what happens next.